Hello, it's time for Long War. My camera seems to be an odd color. Let's see if I can't find out why that is real quick. That seems to help. Alright, we'll say that's fine for now. Okay, so we are returning to the Long War. That should be my April save. Are we really still in April? Wow. I feel like we've been going on that for a little while. Still in... Oh, April is the second month. I'm bad at counting. I was thinking April was the first month. I was like, whoa. Okay, so what did we miss? Oh, Portent. Okay. Now, question. Did we just have a terror attack somewhere? It looks like maybe yes in the UK. Maybe? I feel like it would probably be more severe than that. I can't remember if we already had a terror attack, or if we were expecting one in the next few days, and we're trying to save good troops for that. It's kind of an important thing to consider. However, I think thankfully I already built my squad. So I just have to trust past me to know what she was doing in this regard. This is the wrong color for an assault. Okay, that's better. Yeah, past me. I hope you know what you're doing. Go. I'm gonna be eating some sushi. I don't know if that's bad streaming etiquette, but there's sushi here, and I'm not going to let it go uneaten while I am hungry and not eating it. Alright, let's begin the assault. Portent is... Okay, the first couple times that I did Portent, it was extremely rough. But like, once you figure out the way it works, it's not that bad. I rarely ever have any problems with Portent anymore. Because it's very predictable. You know when you're going to fight Thin Men. You know what's going to make more Thin Men appear. The only thing you don't know is where they're going to be. And I think that's manageable. Hold on. Let's just get some sushi going. I enjoy sushi. Alright. So in case you're unfamiliar, I'll explain the basic setup of Portent. Portent? I don't really know.
Have much to go on. Our primary concern is the council intel report indicating alien activity in the area. We need to secure the site and look for some clue as to what happened here. New objective received.
Alright. So, you got this building here, which sort of is part of this building here, and has like an arrangement of skylights. Usually you can get up to about here safely, but as soon as you send someone either probably here or maybe here, you'll trigger like three Thin Men, or maybe 2 Seekers and a Thin Man in this area. If it's 3 Thin Men, there's a good odds that one of them is going to go up on the roof, or maybe even 2 of them. But you have a couple of decent places to shoot at the roof from, like here and these spots and this spot. So even that's kind of manageable, although you do definitely want to make sure that you kill the Thin Men if they're on the roof, because height advantage Thin Men are really scary. But first, let's just see if we can get up to this place safely. You're an infantry.
We'll go.
Alright, let's see here. Oh, weird. That is a sectoid. I feel like I've never seen a sectoid and a Thin Man, but they're not activated. Strange. I feel like I've never seen a sectoid on this mission before. Very interesting. Well, we can certainly deal with sectoids. That's not really a problem. Alright, medic doesn't really need to be on the firing zone.
Orders confirmed on the
Alright, we brought a lot of squad sires for on the way back, which I'll explain once we get past this part.
I'm on the move.
2 gunners. That seems good. I approve of Past Me's choice of squad so far. We still have forgotten to change Sandra's last name so that all the characters display properly. Alright, where are you going to be in cover, though? I guess you can... You're going to be here. So that way, in case we get some Thin Men on the roof, you're kind of in position to run and gun and murder them. And now we Overwatch and hopefully get a free kill right off the bat from the Overwatching. It was very lucky that, they didn't patrol into us. But they will patrol into us. And this mission has no time limit.
Okay.
So, I'll tell you what. We are just gonna wait for them to patrol into us.
Moving.
Because we are in no rush, and we would prefer not to die to Thin Men.
Come get some. Got it covered.
Alright, gotta make sure to steady the Rocketeer. An unsteady Rocketeer at this level is almost useless. Alright, yep, their Thin Men exist outside in the darkness. Hey, Overwatch shots.
No way that just happened.
Kill. Hey, that works. That's a good start. Come on, come closer, Thin Man. Get some more Overwatches. It'll be fine. Oh, that's kind of a lot of Thin Men. Is that 2 pods? That's a bit worrying. That's 4 Thin Men. Oh, it's 2 pods. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it was bad, which is fine.
Eat this.
This is why we bring a rocket on the mission, for exactly this part of the mission.
Clear to engage.
Oh, hey. We activated a third pod. That's good. Alright, what... So tell me what we're looking at here. 5 thin men and 2 seekers. We apparently killed the sectoid with the rocket. That's good. See if you can maybe reduce that to 4 thin men. Not yet.
Adjusting sights.
Specialist infantry, still pretty bad. But with 275s, it's gonna go your way eventually. Now what is this? This is a thinman at 2 health. 4 unknown location thinmen. Why don't you try and snipe that dude out of cover for me? Maybe I should have overwatched with her. That probably would have been better.
No way that just happened.
I've still got to kind of like get in the zone a little bit. You know what I mean? So, where do we think those other thin men went? The question is, like, are they going around the left side? Are they going to come in through this door? Or are they running towards the roof? That's really the important question here. So what is the correct play in each case? If they're going around the side, it'll probably be a turn before they're able to actually flank us. Okay, hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so we got, how many thin men? 3 thin men in this area somewhere. 2 seekers probably here and here. So what do we do? I'd say suppressing that thin man is probably good. Even though he's red fogged, this just more or less guarantees that he's not going to do anything to us. Now we only have to worry about the other 3 thin men. So I think if you go here, that sort of protects us a little bit against all of the thin men coming around the side possibilities. You have a saw. Why don't you see what you can see from here? Nothing. Overwatch. You are a medic. I kind of like this spot for you. I mean, we can't exactly just charge out into the darkness very effectively, so we kind of have to give the thin men the initiative here and wait for them to come to us a little bit. Alright, we got some stalkers. Please get the stalker for me. Hey, yeah. Excellent work. Excellent work. Alright, so we have 1 seeker somewhere. This is the one problem with having your assault way out to the side like that. Alright, so we saw 1 thin man. He was retreating. 2 still could be coming around the side. That is still possible. Could they be coming all the way around this turn? I don't think it's impossible, but I think it's unlikely. You need to reload. You continue suppressing.
Fire on target.
And I think we take another turn of overwatches.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Oh, you should still be steady weapon. This could be a long siege. Let's make sure we're all reloaded and ready to go.
Roger, I've got eyes on you.
Alright, so that thin man can't do anything. Alright, this is worrying me a little bit. Let's get some checking around to our side happening. Alright, no thin men to the side. That's fine. We would, if they came through here, we would hear the door open. Because thin men can't open doors. They can only, like, bust through them. So we're gonna keep suppressing this dude. And I think just Overwatch again. Alright. Give me some thin men to shoot at. Nope, not yet. Well, we're gonna have to cycle our gunners.
Light 'em up.
And reload the other one while we suppress with this one. Alright. Reload.
Reloaded.
And Overwatch. Yep, 1% shots being fired upon me.
Whoa!
I love the plasma animations in this game. They're so pretty. Alright.
Moving out.
I'm uncomfortable with how much we're just letting the thin men do whatever they want. You don't have hollow targeting yet, do you? Hollow targeting is a good ability.
Light 'em up. Could use some ammo over here.
So I think we're going to start plinking away at this thin man with our sniper so that we can fully divert our attention to other things.
Can't kill 'em
And maybe,
if you don't hit 'em.
maybe with our infantry also, since our infantry can shoot twice. If we take 30% shots, there's a pretty decent chance one of them will hit. They could also still miss, but one will hit.
Neutralized.
It's not like 90% or whatever. It's like frickin', I don't know. Let me find out now. I'm curious. It's about a 65% chance that 1 out of 3 shots will hit. I think. No. About a 65% chance that at least one of them will not miss.
Moving to Overwatch.
Math.
On Overwatch. Calm down.
Right. Can you see me from there? I guess you can if I can see you.
They're starting to lose ground.
Oh dear.
They missed.
Hey. That was lucky. Where's the other one? Coming right up on us. That is a little bit worrying. Okay, well, he double moved and he's getting overwatched. Cinnamon makes poor decisions.
Adjusting sights.
Okay, that's a really bold
They're
Cinnamon.
moving to flank me.
We killed that one. So, no, 3 still remain. Well, I can tell you what we're definitely going to do. We're definitely going to get rid of that Cinnamon. And accidentally acid ourselves in the process. Oh, no. That... Okay. So that was not a good idea. Because our LMG does not have vision. Alright, who has explosives? It's you. You have explosives. And you're steady weaponed, because that's your job. Give us a shredder. We're trying to save the rocket. The rocket can be really helpful on the way back. Alright, 3 damage, not so bad. I'd like more, but we can work with 3 damage. I'd really like for you to not shoot at my sniper. What? The sniper was the only one with vision on him? Really? That's very weird. Okay, well, one thing we're gonna do, in case of like more thin men getting extremely aggressive like that, you're not the person I was trying to select. You don't have CCS. Oh, you do have CCS. Beautiful.
Confirmed. On our way.
Get to CCS zone.
Come get some. Roger. I've got my eyes on Overwatch.
Alright. This is a very suboptimal engagement that we're having right now. That thin man being out of our sight. Not what we want. Oh hey, you have a medkit on you.
Reloaded.
Beautiful.
I'm rolling.
If you're carrying a medkit, you take no damage from acid. You still get the aim penalties though. More overwatching? I mean, I've heard that overwatching is pretty good in this game. Oh dear. Okay, well I guess overwatching was the right call. Hey, somebody please hit. Come on now. Okay, well 2 of you hit, but it's still alive. We gotta get laser weapons real fast.
Could use some ammo over here.
Laser weapons are pretty important in this game. Okay, what are we waiting on here?
Out.
Anything? Just for bad things to happen. So who's taking the damage? Our assault. That's not so bad. Anybody need a promotion? Like, specifically? Not specifically. Just go ahead and shoot this dude. Okay, well, you hit, and somehow you made him let go of you. Okay.
He's down.
Well, I guess that's one way to deal with a Seeker.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Is just let it do whatever it wants to, and then shoot it point blank. I guess. That could have been nasty if he flanked us instead of strangling us.
Roger that.
Alright, where are you, Thin Man? Too close for comfort is where you are. Hey, but it took you 2 moves to get there. Now, can our LMG seat? Yes. Alright. Go ahead and shoot the Thin Man. Nope.
Negative damage.
We got, like, an assault who can back this up, but hey, there we go. Beautifully done. At this point, this is probably all the pods on the map. Usually they're spread out more, like one here, one there. But I think they were just kind of all standing right on top of each other, which, you know, obviously makes it much more difficult.
Moving to Overwatch.
Oh no, he's going on the roof. Okay, well, who's got line of sight on him? You do. You do. Why don't you start us off? Because you're definitely not sprinting up to the roof and firing with the shotgun. So...
Can't kill him if you don't hit him.
Okay, so nobody else has line of sight. So I think it's roof murdering time. Probably. Basically, this exact scenario that we're looking at right now is why I bring an assault on this mission.
Target confirmed.
Just to save us from this exact situation. Because this can be a little rough to, like, find the exact spots that get you line of sight on him, and guess, and die if you guess wrong. Alright, so assault's got us covered. Most likely, we're totally through the first half of the mission. Not 100% for sure. There could still be another pod on the map. I had tea, and I forgot about it, and now it's cold. Well, I'll still drink it. It's basically iced tea now, but slightly less cold. Yeah. I don't know why we took that turn of Overwatches, really. Oh, we were waiting for the acid clouds to dissipate, so we didn't get acided walking through them.
Ready to engage.
Okay, you should reload, friend. Okay.
Back online.
Shiraska. You should reload.
That's affirmative. Ready to
All right.
engage.
Why are you having a down arrow on you? Oh, okay. I guess it sometimes doesn't update immediately when people
I'm rolling.
no longer are being shot from above.
Reloaded.
Alright. You can probably
Stepping
just start
off.
moving on up.
Back online.
Oh, might be worth... Alright, now our assault has run and gun again. To help us with any similar situations in the future. Alright, let's see what's over here.
Aye, Commander.
I should really have, like, stacked my troops up here first, in case there was, like, 2 more bods right here, which will happen probably at some point in Long War. That's just how it goes. Oh, we exploded all of our cover. That was smart.
Confirmed. Closing
Yeah,
on target
it's
position
probably
now.
going to take me a minute to sort of get in the zone. I'll try to avoid getting anybody killed in the meantime,
Let's
because that would be
do this.
unfortunate.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Yeah.
That's affirmative.
Okay. You get
Running.
there.
Back
Reload.
online.
Sit. Oh, you can't reach the door. How do you have so little movement? Oh, you already moved. Okay.
Heading
That
there now.
explains it. The other part of the equation is, I had gotten into, like, a fatigue spiral in real life, where you're, like, going to bed at 9 a.m. and waking up
Look like they've been hit
at
by
nighttime.
alien weapons fire. These men were killed
So
by
I'm trying to, like,
conventional
stay up throughout
bullets.
the whole day to sort of reset the process. Or I did that yesterday, and now I'm sort of halfway through doing that. So I'm quite tired, and that's also
Affirmative.
not super helping.
Headed there now.
Yeah, so most likely this is not going to be a full-length stream like we normally do for 6 hours or whatever. That's the wrong way around. It ended up being fine, though. Yeah, we'll probably only do, like, maybe 3 hours or something today. Something like that.
Heading there now.
So we started at 9, that's still maybe
Moving
12.
out.
I'll see how I feel, you know, but... I'd say in general, probably a shorter stream.
Solid copy. Roger. I've got eyes on.
Doo-doo-doo.
Double time. Rolling out.
Gotta remember to change this name from the square.
Got it covered.
Alright. Tell me what horrible things await us through this door. Nothing. Just like I expected. Alright. Tell us what horrible things are
Position
through that
confirmed.
door. Still nothing. Okay, so given that, map's probably clear. Mostly a matter now of prepping for the way back.
Position confirmed.
Sensors still indicate life signs in the
I've done
area,
this a
Commander.
couple
We
ways
have a new
throughout
objective.
the times. What I've done sometimes is I simply move my squad up to these tanks and take some full cover positions on the tanks and wait for them to spawn on this roof and then just have a shootout with them with the benefit of lots of suppression. Them having height advantage is not good, but you do have full cover, which is nice. Yeah, so I've done that before, and I've also set up on this roof and waited for them to spawn on that roof. And that's worked pretty well, too. The one downside with setting up here is you still have to send the guy, like, back this way. So you do have to kind of keep the assault with him. So that, just in case one randomly spawns near him, you won't be totally screwed. They usually don't, but it can happen. It's possible. Right, why can you not go on the roof? Oh, you're blocking the ladder. Stop doing that, please. Onto
Headed
the
there
roof.
now.
And you onto the roof.
Okay.
And you onto
Target
the roof.
confirmed. On our way.
Also, you please get
Got it.
on the roof.
Moving.
And you on the roof.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Anybody else not on the roof? You time for being on the roof now. See, this is why we save the rocket. Because then they take cover, like, here. I'm just like, no cover for you. And you just blow up all this cover. And it makes the fight a lot easier. You can basically kill 1 to 2 thin men for free. And then additional thin men that spawn later have a lot less cover. So if you can, it's always good to save 1 rocket for this part of the mission. Yep. That's the thing.
Okay.
Alright, let's just get everybody where we need to be. So saw gunner goes right here.
Haul an ass.
LMG gunner goes up here. No, sniper goes
I'm
here.
rolling.
LMG gunner goes
I'm
here.
on it, Commander.
You gotta space your dudes properly
Heading to
so that
location.
they can't acid them.
Moving to position.
So that any acid cloud they spawn will only hit 1 of them. But you're still as close as possible to the enemies. Alright, you are going to be our activator of the guy.
Understood. Moving out.
Oh, okay.
Covered.
Is this the best place for you? No, you can't see them if they're over there. Better
On the
here.
move.
Now this is acidable, but I think this is outside of visual range of the roof. Maybe? Anyway, if you're suppressing them, it's definitely out of acid range. And if we get acided up here, it's not the worst thing in the world. Because our suppressor still has a medkit, so we can just kind of keep suppressing through the acid and it doesn't matter. Should my medic be on the ground floor here shooting? You're not the medic. You're the, no, you're, hold on. Let's just, how far can you get? You can get literally anywhere that you'd like to go. Good. Good work. Not with that much accuracy, because specialists are bad.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
Alright, are we totally ready?
Looks like there's still someone alive over there.
I think,
If we can bring them in for questioning.
I think
maybe
that
we
we're
can
totally
figure
ready.
out what happened here.
Thin drop-ins are like a weird part of the mission, because they're like the one thing in Long War that doesn't seem to scale with the campaign, like with where you are.
It looks like he's the
So,
only
like, you'll
witness to
be
survive
in
this
later
fight.
missions, like,
for all we know, he was one of the aggressors. We need
fighting
to
a
bring
bunch of
him
mech toys and heavy
whether he likes
floaters,
it
and
or
then
not.
you on the bomb disposal missions.
Objectives updated.
And then, like, as soon as you get done with that, it's like, here's 5 thin men. See if you can deal with this unstoppable problem. And you're just like, I mean, okay, I guess.
That's affirmative.
And then you stop the thin men pretty easily at that point in the game. I can't decide if we should put the medic down here. Wait, what? Oh, the medic is already down here. We're already set up for success. We got our squad siders in the back and our non-squad siders in the front. That is excellent. So you are going to steady weapon. You can't steady
Shield,
weapon.
Commander.
I'm not sure if the sniper should steady weapon. I think maybe yes. And the other 3 are going to
We're
overwatch.
picking up new contacts moving into the AO.
Okay, we have a thin man. He's super dead. That thin man potentially not dead.
Shield down. Target's
That's
still
all?
up.
That's 2 thin men.
Damn it!
Alright, so what I'm getting from my other campaign that I'm a little bit further in is you really, really want to level up your tank infantry. Because, like, the second you hit Titan armor, they become unbelievably good. They're just, like, almost unkillable by anything. You can just, like, Mactoid shooting twice at me, it'll be fine. Yeah. So that's always a good thing. So who's getting this kill? Snipers also. Like, snipers remain pretty good at basically every point in the game, but as soon as they hit max level and get, in the zone, they just become, like, absolutely god tier.
Oh, damn it!
Alright, so you missed. How's our close range gunner's accuracy? More or less exactly the same. But you can't overwatch as good, so you go first. Nope. Now you have a
Adjust
steady
the name.
weapon shot, sort of. Alright, well, we're just gonna keep shooting at the thin one. We can still suppress him if this all kind of, if everybody
Target's
just whiffs
still
all
up.
the shots. Which is looking like it might happen.
Out of ammo here.
But we've set ourselves up so that we can just whiff a whole bunch of reasonably accurate shots, including like some 70%, and we're still gonna be fine.
Adjusting
Because we
sights.
have suppression, which is one of the best abilities in the game.
Got him covered.
It's so good that it doesn't even need the bullet wizard thing to be good. Watch this again, miss. Hey, we hit. All right. You just kind of chill.
Field, Commander.
You chill a lot.
It's only a matter of...
Still 11%, even with the suppression.
Incoming over here.
Alright, so that's the thing. Let's start off with our infantry who has no bullets. Doesn't have a ranger yet. But look, you miss 100% of the 34% shots you don't take. Hey, we hit for 1 damage. Great job, us.
I'm ready.
Alright, let's see. Well, more shooting. Hey, good job. Your gunners you also really need to level up. I mean, you basically need to level up everybody. But the thing is, certain classes are gonna, like, level themselves up no matter what you do. Like, infantry and snipers. But, like, if you let the medics and tank infantry and stuff, and sometimes gunners will just...
Ready to
they'll
rock.
just stay at, like, tech sergeant forever.
Let's
somehow.
rock. I'm ready.
You really kind of go out of your way to, like, get them kills.
Reloaded.
If you want them to
Field, Commander.
join the high-level troops party. Like, I, in my other campaign, am in, I think, December, and I don't have a single Master Sergeant medic. Like, whatsoever. I have 0. Alright, so I think we just do exactly the same operation. But, again. Oh, no, let's reload first on everybody. Take turn 4. That, I wish if you hit the Overwatch button on that guy, it would just put him in Overwatch. That'd be really helpful. So you can just spam Overwatch on these missions. Right, now, nope, you're moving up to...
What are you trying to prove?
Here. There are, like, specific, like, horizontal lines across the map that trigger enemy spawning when you move the VIP past them. I don't know exactly where they are, but the point is, you should move the VIP slowly and carefully.
Overwatch, aye. Come get some. Roger that. Scanning.
Slowly and carefully should be, like, the motto of Long War.
Covering now.
Like, Long War. Slowly and carefully. Alright, that's fine. Do-do-do. Stepping further. Basically just kind of keep moving this guy from cover to cover while preparing to murder any enemies. No, not yet. I'm pretty sure that the next spawn is like here maybe, like right in this little tank thing. One thing that I do remember is at this tank, one spawns like right here and another one spawns right here. So you gotta like inch forward on this tank or else you'll fight 2 pods at once.
Scanning. On Overwatch. Roger that. Scanning.
Heads up out there. We've got hostiles on the move.
Alright, please be in line of sight. Oh, just a sectoid. Get shot, sectoid. Good job. That's exactly what I want to use too. That looks like a good rocket opportunity. Oh dear. That could be a situation. Alright, let's see who can deal with the ground Thin Man. Exactly the Rocketeer and no one else. We've got an 81, but that's unlikely to kill him. So look, this wasn't what I wanted my rocket for, but this is what I'm using it for.
Rockets away.
Just exploding. Very unsuccessfully exploding one Thin Man. That is... not totally good. Let's see. We gotta be careful, because those other Thin Men can still come up. But the buildings are pretty far apart. Oh, well. Turns out I'm not very good at XCOM. And I forget that we're being Overwatch trapped, which is the whole problem that put us into that situation. And the sniper almost died from that. So, That was not good.
I'm on the move.
I can't even tell you how often I'm in an Overwatch trap, and then I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of the Overwatch trap, so then my solution is make someone run the Overwatch trap so that they can kill the Overwatcher. Alright, this is like rapidly going downhill, I would say. We should have been using the medic to heal the sniper instead of doing whatever we had her do just now.
That's
Yeah,
affirmative.
nothing that's happening here is good. See, we kind of need you to hit this one, Zaraska. Hey, well, you didn't miss it, so that's, you know, positive.
Head over now.
We're just gonna immediately heal the sniper,
Come on. Time to
so that next turn we can heal the sniper again, because we do have red fog on, so that can get a little bit nasty with these thin men
Moving out.
taking away all your health and then you not having any aim. Alright, why don't you get here?
10-4.
Alright, so we have 2 thin men. No, can't. Stop being it. No. We have 2 thin men left alive? Yeah.
On Overwatch.
Get overwatched. Get overwatched. Aww.
Missed.
Oh my god.
Stay on the move. They're flanking us.
Alright, well, I thought that was out of range. Clearly, it is not out of range. So that person probably would have died, except that thin man is stupid. Alright, so this is going... I would rate this current going as horrible. Nothing that's good is happening on the screen right now. Alright, Sniper, why don't you get back even more?
Heading to that location.
Squad sight continues to be a good ability. And shoot that thin man. Somewhat. Okay. I mean, that's somewhat. I did specify somewhat. Alright, we have a sniper. This is not a sniper. This is a rocketeer. I'm so sorry. We're going to probably suppress that one. Hey! That thing didn't go horribly. It's kind of a nice change. Alright, infantry, can you kindly, like, remove yourself from the situation? Like, a lot? What about... No. There's no way to remove and still get the medic to where she needs to be.
On the move. Roger Dodger.
Alright, well, you're definitely suppressing. I'll tell you that much right now.
Keep him down.
I really appreciate the fact that, unlike vanilla, Thinman usually will not literally one-shot you in this mission. I was watching somebody play vanilla, and on this mission, Thinman will literally kill you in one shot, basically even if you're in cover. It's pretty terrifying. Long War is... It's not like clear-cut harder or easier. No, that's not true. It's harder. But, like, there's parts of it that are also easier. That was not a very good explanation. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
Headed there now.
Alright. We're having a medic party back here. Everybody just use up all of our heal kits. It'll be fine. We didn't need those for anything important, such as having in case we get shot later. You're already being suppressed? Is that correct? Alright, so you just reload. Because we're like, we have no chance of being able to hit this dude through hunkered full cover. Height advantage is not that strong in this game. It's pretty strong. It's not that strong. Alright, go ahead and steady your weapon. 14%. God, thin men are scary. That's like... Oh no. Come on, everybody keep your stuff together. Okay, good job. Alright. I mean, I know we brought a lot of medkits, but come on, man. This is too many thin men. Alright, can you... No, you can only heal that one. Alright, you get to here. This is made more difficult. Excuse me? Excuse me? Where did the cover go? Excuse me? There's There's definitely some cover here before. I'm not crazy. That really did exist at some point. Alright, well look. I doubt this dude's gonna get lucky with his 14% shots again. Famous last words, but you know, what can you do?
On the move.
And I'm just gonna need you to
Aye, Commander.
get healed up and begin to shoot the thin man.
Easy now, soldier.
Alright. Begin shooting the thin man. God, ballistic weapons are so bad. Like, nobody can kill a thin man in one hit. Alright, but now he should be fairly safe from the thin man. He should be at quite a high hit penalty against us. 1%.
Incoming over here.
Alright, why don't you
Moving.
continue the medic party?
You'll be back in the fight ASAP.
So, start this off with the LMG. Nope.
No way that just happened.
Marksman rifle. Nope.
Adjusting sights.
Reloading.
Locked and loaded. On Overwatch.
We can't even, like, heal our people as fast as they're becoming injured.
Range 5.
We got really lucky that that one flank thin man shot against us didn't crit. Because a crit there, like, literally would have just killed one shot somebody for full health. Ah, full cover. Hunkering. That was how he got us before, wasn't it? Sneaky little dude. What's the play against that? Alright, why don't you get back there? What? Oh, I kind of did this wrong. No healing can happen at this stage because I did it wrong. Okay, well... You, Overwatch. Everybody else hunker. 2 can play at this game, then man. If you want to say you're not shooting at each other, that's fine with me. I guess. I don't want him to leave, though. This person has the most health. So, if someone's gonna get shot, better it be that one. But, this thin man can't shoot us. Alright, continue trying to shoot the thin man. Look, eventually we're gonna hit one of these.
I'm running low on ammo.
Like, eventually, that is how math works. There we go. So we've still got probably 2 more sets of thin men. So it's really unfortunate that that one cost us so much resources.
Reloaded.
It's also really unfortunate that half of our cover has disappeared for no reason. I'm unsure. Maybe when this thin man was, like, flank shotting us, the plasma bolt just, like, took out both of the covers. That seems like a thing that could happen. Where did I just... Why? That's my only question for myself. Why would you move the medic over here to heal? Oh, I see the problem. There's no more healing left on the medic. Whoops.
Moving out.
Well, we got healing on our gunners. But that's going to mean they're not immune to acid anymore. Which is a little bit of a problem. But look, dead soldiers are more of a problem. So we're going to go for the heals. Alright, just take a break for a second. Everybody get back into position. Into position, into
Heading to that location.
Into reloading. Reloading. Loading. Alright, we gotta remember that at this point, we don't have a Rocketeer on the squad. We just have, like, a crappy, slightly better aim rookie. That won't necessarily panic immediately, like everybody else. Alright.
Overwatch. Aye,
That's not where you should be. You should be
Okay.
there. You should be
Heading
there.
out.
I guess.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Overwatching,
Field commander.
overwatching. Wait a minute. There's a problem with this plan. I'm like, the whole squad site thing becomes a lot less clever when you remember that
Aye, aye, Commander.
you can't actually squad site
That's
Overwatch.
affirmative.
Except for with snipers. With marksman rifles specifically. Alright, so you steady aim. Everybody else Overwatch. Not you. You move up. Alright. You also move up. No, you already can't do that.
Overwatch. Aye, aye. Holding.
Okay, that's good because we didn't get to Overwatch with this person
Aye,
because
field commander.
of reasons.
Roger. I've got my
I don't know
eyes
if it's
on.
better to Overwatch with the sniper or not.
Moving to position.
Alright, this should make... I think this won't trigger, but then halfway along will trigger, and then halfway along again will trigger.
Roger. I've got eyes on.
Yeah. Alright, so let's get halfway along. Like that. Bunker.
Aye, field
Overwatch.
commander.
Overwatch.
Commander.
Overwatch.
Aye, aye.
Steady weapon.
On
Overwatch.
Eyes on the
Overwatch.
prize.
And you protect
Roger
the
that.
guy. I was about to say this mission's going pretty smoothly so far, but then I remembered how we're completely out of medkits. Because we just didn't do anything correctly. And then I feel sad. I'm happy that we did. Well, no. I was gonna say I'm happy we didn't open this because they love to take cover inside, but that's all half cover, and what they're gonna do instead is take cover here in full cover. So in hindsight, open the garage door. It'll help. You Overwatch. Everybody else in half cover. Just go ahead and chill
Maintaining position.
and try not to get crit to death out of cover. All right, that is not what we like to see.
I'm on it, Commander.
Got to make sure he's not trying to flank the guy to death.
Aye,
All right, look, you Overwatching. Everybody else not burned. Thin Man is
aye.
here.
What was that?
We're going to wait literally as long as it takes on this rooftop for the Thin Man. Okay. Acid there.
Get poison me.
That's cool, I guess. Can anybody see him? Of course not. Alright, look. Abandon the
Roger,
roof.
Tracking.
Just get onto the ground. See if that gets you line of sight. No. Yeah, there's no universe in which we'll be able to get line of sight on that Thin Man, unfortunately. I don't think he can run far enough to flank us, though.
Maintaining position. Roger. I've got eyes on. I'm on to that.
I guess this type of thing? Hey, that's a lot of Overwatch shots at really low percentages. Look, I mean, we hit him somewhat.
Way that-
Hey, there we go. Was that the only one? I feel like there was only just the one Thin Man. I feel like that's accurate. Yes. Alright, so wait for the acid to go away, waiting for acid, waiting for acid to go away. These council missions are 100% predictable. Like, there's definitely not going to be a squad that patrols into me, so I can just safely skip my turn without overwatching to save time.
Roger.
Alright,
I've got eyes
can
on.
we reload before we do any more stuff?
Rock and roll.
That would be nice.
Back online.
Why don't we bias a little bit more
Double
towards
time.
this side, so in case they spawn towards the guy, we'll be still a little bit covered. Hey. Yep.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Like that, maybe. Seems good. Yeah.
Come get some.
Why did I move? That was the wrong play, like 100% to move there. we weren't ready. Nobody was overwatching.
On the move.
This part's a little bit hairy because nobody actually can see the guy, really. You see what I'm saying? Like, these guys are all super far away.
Scanning.
Looks like the aliens are sending in reinforcements, Commander.
Alright, go ahead and shoot that guy, please. No, of course he's in fog of war. Why would he not be in fog of war? Alright, so I can tell you what we're definitely not doing, and that's leaving this guy exposed. Or we could potentially just get, like, a lucky shot out of
On
full cover.
Overwatch.
Okay, tell you what, everybody with decent health
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
is overwatching. You 7 healthers,
On Overwatch.
you're gonna have to just calm down for a second.
Moving in. Got it covered.
You're in full cover. Alright, somewhere out there, there's a thin man who really wants to make our day horrible.
I'm here,
Overwatching,
Commander.
overwatching,
Overwatch.
chilling.
Scanning fast. Scanning fast. Roger that. Scanning.
Super chilling.
In cover. Overwatch.
Oh, we accidentally hunkered her. My hunker key is right next to my Overwatch key.
What was that?
Alright, come on, Thin Man. It's time to see you. You hunker.
On
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Right down.
On
Overwatch.
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 Aye, aye. In position.
Now we've got a Thin Man. Hello there. Come on, just mess him up. Okay.
Negative
That's not
damage.
what I meant. I didn't mean mess your shot up. I meant mess the Thin Man up. Just to be clear.
Incoming fire.
Alright. We... Line of sight? Okay, no, it's because we were hunkering. Alright, where is this dude? He's just, like, sniping us directly through the window. What a loser. Okay, no. Okay, we actually have some people with line of sight on him. And he's only in half cover. A poor decision. I mean, we're probably still going to miss all our shots, because that's how
Shot
it goes.
wide.
But here's the other solution that we have. The other solution is, like, hello, Thin Man, goodbye. I'd like to get a damage on him first. Just to see if we can't guarantee that. Hey, there we go. So now we can be, like, totally sure that this shotgun to the face will kill him. If we can... No, if we can shotgun him to the face with running gun.
Moving at the speed of death.
We only have one Thin Man. I am correct in that.
Understood.
This
Moving
should
out.
be the last Thin Man, I believe. I don't believe there's any more spawn triggers. Overwatching. Oops, accidentally. Overwatch too hard. Alright, let's get you back towards the survivor. You would like to be here.
That.
Survivor would like to be here. This is the only one that I'm not sure about. There might be one here that I forgot about.
Come
Okay, that didn't happen so far. Alright, so one more test.
Roger. Drop
If there's none on this car right here, then we're good to go. We're all we are all clear. So here's the play. We step this dude one square into the edge. That leaves him not exposed in case some random Thin Man appears here, but also with exactly enough movement to get to the back. Okay, but we're all good. The safety movement is unnecessary. Okay. That could have gone better, I think, but no one died. And I think only one person actually got hurt through their armor. If I'm correct? Nope, 2 people did. Out for 26 days. At this point in the campaign, it doesn't really matter. It kind of hurts on our Lieutenant Corporal Sniper, but what are you gonna do? Alright, so crit infantries get... I'm always so unenthusiastic about Executioner. Like, I guess. Like, I don't have anything to make covering fire good. Because I'm obviously taking aggression. Is there any universe in which steadfast is worthwhile? Oops, sorry. I mean, Its execution is the correct choice, but it's just really unexciting. The other day, there was like this perfect cloud of Seekers. There was like all right here, and here was the radius of the rocket. I just shot the rocket directly in there and killed every single Seeker. And it was like 8 kills all at once, and it was really satisfying. Anyway, Heat Warheads is a good perk. That's my point. A lot of corpses, decent weapon fragments. We've got to remember to get the weapon fragments thing, weapon fragments bonus to research, like as soon as possible. Like possibly even more than the alloys one. I'm so short on weapon fragments in my other playthrough. Missing truck. Sweet.
We will be in touch, Commander.
Got money. Now, what was I doing campaign-wise?
May have been true after all.
What are we doing on spaceships? Flight, aircraft,
something else
flying,
in mind.
stuff. Okay. Got 5. That seems fine. We can always buy another one last minute if we have to. Alright, we got 2 scopes in the making. Is that correct? Do we own any scopes right now? See, 3 scopes is really kind of the correct amount that I like to have. Do I have any Phoenix cannons being built? No. I'd like to have a Phoenix cannon. Just a Phoenix cannon. Because the thing is, they're not really that good until you get Phoenix coil guns, but that's like a super long way down the road. But that doesn't mean that it's not a waste to buy them. You'll always eventually end up using them.
Contact detected.
Alright, we got a scout. We only have 1 avalanche. From my other campaign, I'm so in the habit of just sending people out on defensive. But you gotta actually, like, go for them on this. Okay, this is not what I like to see. Please tell me I'm gonna get at least 1 interception. Okay. Alright, you just gotta solo this dude by yourself. Not like that. Not like that. There, that's a start. Come on. Come on. Okay, well that was bad. We don't want to let this dude go. Let me just look something up real quick. How much worse is a Stingray missile? At 1 kill. No penetrator weapons. At no improved avionics. No analysis complete. Aggressive stance. No enhanced coil guns. Scout. Stingray is a little worse. It's not like unbelievably worse though.
Contact detected.
I'll tell you what. Scout. You're gonna make me buy an interceptor, even though I hate it. Even though we're on the 21st and we almost made it. We're gonna buy one. He's probably still gonna get away, and we're not even gonna get a chance to do this. Hey, maybe? Nope. We're gonna get a chance to do this awkward mismatch fight. Alright, that was a crit. Hey! Look, I mean, if you got sick luck, why you don't even care about a awkward mismatch fight. Alright, so raiding a scout. Sounds good. Let's get some level ups. Bringing a... Oh god. I forgot about this, like, all of your rookies are terrible situation that we were having in this campaign. What are we going to do about that? Is there anything we can do about that? Have we ordered more soldiers at any point? I want to say we've already tried this, and the new soldiers were just as bad. Alright, hire soldiers. How many soldiers do we have? We already have 60. We've bought 25 soldiers. Hey, this is the same campaign that we were playing before. So it still is a newish campaign because we're still in April. But, yeah, it's the same campaign that we were playing before. I mean, I guess we're hiring more rookies because, like, all the ones we have are so bad. Right, so who are we sending on the mission? We got to promote some tank infantry. That's really important. This is not bad for tank infantry. That's probably exactly what I had in mind when I made this person. They're a little bit slow because they're going to have to carry reinforced armor and Titan armor and stuff like that. Is there anybody faster? Like 514, 65? They're wanted as an assault, though. 513, 5... Five, 13. All right, like we have 2 people-ish that are even candidates for this, and they're not really super good. We have the Russia satellite up. Let me just make sure. Russia satellite is up. Okay, so we were promoting people. You become a tank infantry. Customize, first name. Get some hashtags going. Beautiful. 7 health right off the bat. I love the Spetsnaz bonus. Spetsnaz bonus is so good. I think in the future, I'm going to mod the INI so the health ranges from 4 to 4. Because, like, 5 is so much and 3 is so little. It's just, it's way bigger of a variance than, like, 65 aim to 70 aim. And I just feel like all 3 health soldiers are almost useless. They're just that scary to play with. So I think I'm probably going to end up making that mod for the game. Or INI edit. Geraltia. Yeah, hashtag Geraltia. That's... I put plus signs in front of my crit infantry and hashtags in front of my tank infantry so that I can easily know which is which when I'm trying to figure out who to bring on a mission. And when I'm trying to promote them. Okay, we got 2 tank infantry. We're gonna need like so many more infantry in general, is the problem. The big problem with tank infantry is they're not really good. Like, they don't even do the thing that they're supposed to do until they get suppression, which is like sergeant. And they don't become good at it until they get lock and load at tech sergeant. So it's just like, up until that point, really unappealing to take them on missions, because they just don't pull their weight at all, because they always don't have good aim, because you don't recruit good aim candidates for that job. Anyway, I can't believe Glenn rolled 11 movement in this campaign. Glenn is like my highest ranking assault in my other campaign, and in this campaign he's just useless. This is such a bad stat line. You can't do anything with this. Look at all these rookies that I rolled, and none of them are good. I guess you're okay, you 2. Like, I wish you were better, but you're okay. Like, I have 4 snipers, because that's literally every 70+ soldier that I've rolled. Like, I have no 70+ aim people. Ooh, Ursula is 70+. But Ursula is gravely wounded and has only 18 will. I think that's, like, literally the lowest possible will you can roll. I think the scale is like 18 to 45. Okay, so this is just a scout, but it's still probably going to have floaters on it. I guess I'll keep leveling the scout. I just don't like scouts. I feel like everybody uses them, so I feel like I should use them. But I just kind of hate them. I feel like they never really contribute anything to missions. Like, they can run overwatches, but last time I ran it, like, the first time I brought the scout on the mission, just immediately got hit on a 1% shot by a cyber disc. The first overwatch she ran, and then was in the medbay for, like, a month and a half. And I was just like, why? This is not what I need in my squad. And then they don't, when they're not running overwatches, what do they contribute? They contribute, like, mediocre shots that have holo targeting on them. I have gunners with holo targeting on them. They can get ranger and shoot people decently well with a shotgun, but not as good as an assault can. Rocketeers are kind of important. Crit infantry, kind of important. Hold on, let's count our squad people and find out how many we actually are going to need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Okay, so it looks like we have enough soldiers, looking at like the sheer amount of stuff that I'm scrolling through right now. But like in my other campaign, I have 10 infantry. Well, here's the problem. I have not promoted all of my soldiers that need to be promoted. So that does make it a little bit harder for them to appear as possible candidates. -5, that's so stressful. All right, how many crit infantry do we have? We have 1. We have... Do we have exactly... We have 2? 3? Alright, gonna need more than that. Is it lit? I don't know. What's definitely not lit is the stats of the rookies that we got in this playthrough. They're all so bad. Yeah, that is definitely not lit. Alright, you don't need to come on this mission though. We're up to 6 there. We need another engineer. Who's super mediocre? Like, I want 413. 413? But then I want 413 and bad. Not 413 and actually is a promising candidate for another class. Hey, you're 413 and bad. Get on the mission. Okay, I made the specialist Ruth Moore. Oh, no. Hyunjin Lee is the one I'm looking at here. What was I thinking for Ruth Moore? A medic? I end up with, like, overkill amounts of medic, I think. Maybe I should start making some crit infantry. But the thing is, crit infantry always get a psi screen, so they're never going to be that good of scions anyway. Alright, let's wait 6 hours for the sniper. Sniper... Where'd you go? Sniper. Wait, Van Doren is a corporal, right? Van Doren corporal? Yeah, somebody is a corporal, that's the point. Hey, you're about to get promoted. We'll bring you on the mission instead of you. And this is how we end up with, like, 1 high-ranking medic, and all of our other medics are, like, lieutenant corporals for half the campaign. Engineer. Because I think we're at the point where we don't need to keep bringing privates on missions very much. We have, like, 40-some specialists. What we need to do now is, like, start leveling our people more. But they're all so bad. And I'm unsure what to do about that. Like, the problem is everybody with 3 health is just almost kind of useless. Because that's just so little health. You can be my last crit infantry, I guess. We really need at least another sniper. We need at least 1 more sniper. Stephanie McMurray can kind of be a sniper at 69 aim. Listen, you can't just separate soldiers from their privates. That's rude and also painful. Yeah, that is true. I'm sorry to just do this, like, staring at base management for hours, but it's kind of a thing that has to be done at some point. Like, I guess you can be a sniper. I'm not happy about it, though. I just really need snipers badly. Alright, so we got... No. No. Who's going off the mission? Edit unit? Yeah, you can go off the mission. We're taking a good sniper on the mission, because that way if we see floaters, we have somebody with Deadeye who can just shoot them, hopefully. Alright, let's get items on people. Do we have our scopes yet? No. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, Alt F12. That feeling when you accidentally hit launch mission when you meant to hit clear weapons. Alt F12 is your like emergency close the game before it saves buttons. Alright, I hope I don't have to redo all of that stuff that I just did. Alright, who did I pick? You're a sniper. Abilities. Sniper. Now there was somebody else that I picked too, though. Who else did I pick? Oh, I think it saved them. It was... No, it was Geraltula. We know that because their name is typed in chat. Is this you? Yeah. Alright, so this sniper's coming on the mission. Alright, so now we will hit make items available instead of launch mission. And we can actually equip items onto our people. Oh, we don't even have vests yet. This is ugly. Oh, we don't have an assault on the mission. Who do we cut to get an assault on the mission? Oh, we were cutting you already. Just be cut now. What am I supposed to make assaults out of when this is all you give me? Like, I guess you can be an assault, Clara. Like, you're good for an assault, but you could be a good tank infantry too, so it makes me sad. Because you have almost a good aim. But we really need assaults. Hey, yeah, if people can send me agonizing over soldier pics when I'm streaming, then I can stand. Why is that? Excuse me, chat. Excuse me, chat. I can stand watching you do the same. Okay. So, assault gets a flashbang. Flashbang. Oh, I learned a new thing about Long War yesterday. And that's that after you do the base assaults, your first base assault, instead of having, like, 2 outsiders as the leaders of a UFO, they have, like, 4 outsiders and a sectoid commander in, like, most medium UFOs. So that's certainly a thing. Okay, you really need armor. Can't just walk around a battlefield with 5 health. You'll get murdered. Right, wait a minute. We have ally plating. Alright, you're a tank infantry, theoretically. But you're not a tank infantry yet, because you don't even have will to survive. But I mean, you have 11 health. So, I guess to be honest, you're already doing that. Needs more challenge. Oh, should go to a base assault. The base assault was, it was a little bit rough, but not as rough as I was honestly expecting. Hold on, my camera is showing, like, random objects. I think there was, like, 51 aliens on it. And there was this one cyber disc, okay? The cyber disc had stealth, it had squad sight, it had light 'em up, it had like, the list of perks was like, you had to scroll and scroll and scroll to see all the perks this dude had. He had, like, more health than a chrysalid hive queen, like a greater hive queen. That thing was terrifying. Thankfully, disabling shot is a really, really good perk. So we were able to kill it without it ever getting a shot off at us. But that could have been really nasty if that thing had actually had a chance to fight us. That dude was scary. There's also like a pod of like 6 Muton elites, which could have been kind of rough because it was the first time we saw Muton elites. It ended up being fine though, because there was only like enough cover for one of them to shoot at us, and then 2 of them to take cover on a power core. So I blew up the power core, and then we were just having like a fight with 1 Muton at a time, so it was fine. Okay, I'm getting way too distracted from making the squad. Alright, so I'm giving you laser sights. I don't know if that's correct. I kind of want to save the alloy plating for people that sort of actually need it, if that makes sense. Whoops, no. Get back on the squad. PFC, what's your name? Get back on the squad. Alright, we got explosives, we got a sniper. This rookie needs probably... No, the rookie's fine. I guess the assault is getting the alloy plating. It just feels weird to have like 6 health people and also 12 health people. Are we out? No, we still have 1. Medic has med kits. Medic should probably have a flashbang. That seems about good. Flashbang. Flashbang. Alright. So now that we're done being super distracted, let's go on this light UFO crashed mission.
Strike 1. Prepare for landing.
We'll be deploying to Russia for this one. Our target went down in a remote area, but we have to secure the site before the aliens recover any survivors.
Base assaults are also neat because you get like lots of resources from them. And also, it slows down the rate of the aliens' tech advance.
Come in, HQ. Big Sky has reached the outer marker. Approaching the crash site now. Strike team is awaiting your orders.
Affirmative, Big Sky. Strike 1 is free to engage hostile
If you let
targets
them just
at
have
the
a ton
crash
of
site.
bases, you're like shortly going to be fighting dudes with like a ton of health and a million cool perks, and it's going to be scary.
I'm on it, Commander.
I gotta say, the France start is absolutely amazing for keeping panic levels down. Like, I only ever lost... Hey, that's some close meld.
Okay.
Oh my god, meld is so important. I just got, for the first time, to the part of the game where you're starved for meld.
Affirmative.
And I'm
Moving out.
really starved for meld.
Copy that.
And then, because I'm doing good, all the meld containers have like 5 meld in them. So like, now when these things probably have 10 or 15 meld in them, we gotta like get these freaking melds. There's no time for messing around. We gotta get the meld. Even if it's risky, like the meld needs to be in our hands. Give me the meld. We're going fast for the meld. Even though it's scary and stuff. Mod, get to where the stuff is. Trinidad. We're going to
Got it.
Meldland.
Moving. Let's do this. Got it. Moving. Double time. Running.
Yeah, I just decided that like, hey, I should make some mechs. And all of a sudden, instead of having 500 meld, I had like 10 meld. And I built like 4 mech troopers and 2 suits. So now I'm kind of thinking maybe I should only have 1 mech on the squad. I'm not actually 100% sure that I even need any mechs on the squad. But mechs are fun. They're definitely fun. But like, I'm always iffy about whether they actually contribute more than a regular trooper. And since they cost so much resources, they sort of do have to contribute more. You know what I mean? If they can't be evenly good. Because if they're evenly good, why get them? Why pay the money if they're only as good?
On my way.
Because they're really expensive. And if you don't buy them, you can just get, like... Yeah, I mean, but like, the expenses... You need a suit. You need upgrades for the suit. You need equipable items for the suit. You need a primary weapon for the suit. You need each soldier to go in the suit, which is like 60 meld per soldier. It adds up fast, and all of a sudden you have no meld, and all of those things cost meld for a mech.
Heading there now.
And if you don't do that, if you decide to instead save those resources for something else, you can get, like, super early plasma weapons or stuff like that. Are mechs better than that? Are mechs worth postponing plasma weapons for? Like, eh? Like, they're definitely useful. I'm just not convinced that bio-infantry can't be just as useful. Or, if not more.
Getting it done. Hostile spot.
That's... I guess they can spawn on the roof. Today I learned. Oh, I sort of did this wrong. No, I didn't. We're fine. The rookie can get the meld. I'm a little bit later on in the game. Hey, 14 meld! That's so much meld. Shotgunner. Kill that drone. I stopped one of my campaigns because I didn't do any soldier upgrade stuff except for promotions, and it just wasn't that fun. Yeah, that's legit. I gotta say, bio tanks are really fun. Like, you give them a side screen, you give them reinforced armor, you give them iron skin, they get will to survive, you put them in, like, titan armor, and they stand in cover with, like, 8 damage reduction. And then, they have crit immunity. So, like, unless something's doing, like, 10 to 12 base damage, most enemies just can't even hurt them. At all. It's so funny. One time I got flanked by a whole pod of Seekers, and they just all shot my tank, and did absolutely no damage to it from the flank. It was really satisfying. That's a 28% shot. I'm gonna say no to that, probably. Why don't you set up for, like, a sneaky squad site flank next turn?
Closing on target position now.
Alright, is there more meld? Should we just leave those sectoids where they are and go get more meld? No. Here's what we do. If we kill them quickly, we can just kill the outsider and get the meld by default. I think that's better. So can we reach? If we had alien grenades, I'd say maybe that could happen, but not with these.
Eyes on the prize.
Hey, we have rockets. We have wildly inaccurate rockets, but rockets nonetheless.
Won't even know what
That's probably gonna at least take out the cover, I hope. Okay, well, it did take out the cover. Technically, the cover is gone now. I was kind of basing the assumption on, like, the sectoid would be hit, at least some, but that's fine too. This is also fine. I mean, all of our guys are still pretty bad, so I don't know if we can actually follow up on this and get a kill here.
Damn it.
See, I'm just at a point where I've started assuming that if I'm taking a 70% shot, it's probably gonna miss in XCOM. Look, we're gonna take like 3 70% shots, and none of them are gonna hit. It's fine. We don't need our shots to hit at any point. The worst mission I've had so far in my other campaign. Okay, suppression, absolutely fine. Overwatch, was there only 2 of them? I could have sworn there was 3. There is 3. Okay, that's good to know. Well, grenade. Oh, you're in infantry. What am I doing? No. Assault. No. Not assault. You. Whatever you are. Explode him. Anyway, the worst mission I had so far was a landed abductor. There were so many heavy floaters on that mission. on the mission right before that, we encountered our first heavy floater. There was one. There was one heavy floater. On this mission, There was like 16 heavy floaters, and we were fighting all of them at once. There was like no point in that whole fight where there was less than 8 heavy floaters on the screen. It was horrifying. The lesson here is heavy floaters are scary.
Guns
Yeah.
failed to connect.
And the problem is we had snipers who, like, it was their job to deal with this type of thing. But they just missed so many 70% shots.
Down.
There was like 5 turns where neither of the 2 snipers hit any 70% shot. That was really rough when that happened. Alright, look, we bring rockets on the mission for a reason, and it's for blowing up one sectoid. That's why we bring rockets on the mission. Okay, well that... Okay, so... At Hazel, please try to remember that an unsteadied specialist rocketeer should not ever fire a rocket in any circumstance, because it won't hit anything. Okay, well that was anticlimactic. 18% to hit. What? I mean, I guess high cover is just good. I guess that's just what's happening. I would love to do this type of thing, but then we'll activate the outsider, and nobody wants that, except maybe the outsider. No, don't go that way. You're gonna get overwatched. This time, I remembered that overwatching is a thing that exists. Like, probably around 70% of the long medbay times that I experience are due to, like, just straight up forgetting that that one of my soldiers is being overwatched, and just going like, yeah, it's fine, go over there, run that way, it'll be fine. Whoops, I guess you're at 2 health now. No? No, I veto those thin men. Thin men, get out of here. No.
Eyes on target.
Go away. I mean, towards me, though. Not actually away. That's a figure of speech. Okay.
Kill him if you know.
What kind of crashed UFO has 3 pods? Get out of here with that nonsense. That's not how it works, I'm pretty sure. You have no ammo. Our Rocketeer is out of rockets because we're really good at XCOM. And we just spend all our rockets shooting single sectoids with no accuracy.
Solid copy.
Alright, please just... I already know this is not going to blow up the tree. But I'm going to throw the grenade anyway. In hopes that it will blow up the tree.
Grenade!
It blew up the tree! I'm really surprised that that happened. Sniper, do some sniping. Okay, that was underwhelming. This is worrying, because I know there's 10 men over here. And all they have to do is, like, walk closer, and suddenly I'm flanked. But I want that kill. How can I do it safely? I think this will block their line of sight if I'm standing here. Maybe.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Try not to die, medic. Also try to hit. Okay, good job.
That's it. I'm out.
So now this side only has 1 sectoid. Those dudes are gonna get some serious flanking on me if I don't pull back.
Running.
We already got the meld. There's no reason to, like, go too crazy here.
Covering. Killing time.
Alright, 1 Overwatch. Shooting.
They missed.
Shooting. I hate how we're out of
They
explosives.
missed.
So we have no way to get those cover. Oh, we're gonna lose the next meld. That hurts my soul. Look, is there any universe where this can... No. Of course not. Huh. That little Overwatch is pretty clever. Pretty clever, Thin Men's. That one sectoid means that we can't safely do this kind of thing and fight these Thin Men for real. A+ ambush Thin Men. Also A+ wasting of explosive rockets by Hazel. We have, like, no resources here to use against these Thin Men. We can step here, but I already know we're not going to have line of sight on anybody. We can do this, and we'll have line of sight on at least one of those, probably. I guess we can just mass Overwatch against the sector.
Roger, tracking.
Alright, that's... no, that's not what I was hoping for.
On Overwatch. Got it covered.
Oh no. Last turn I reloaded the pistol instead of the rifle. I mean, I guess that explains the problem. So, hold on. Let's just do a little bit of this type of thing. Alright, so I should, based on my understanding of the line of sight mechanics, I should be safe to step back to here and not get overwatched. Because I'm right on the edge of his vision. And you need to move through. You need to move out of a tile that they're overwatching and also into a tile that they're overwatching for it to trigger.
Come get some.
Alright, you, her, you don't stand there. Stand here.
Rolling.
Reload.
Locked and loaded.
Look, these Thin Men are not that strong, but we don't have a team that's good for fighting Thin Men at all. Alright, suppression. Okay, but see now, the Thin Men are like in grenade range of us, which was a huge mistake on their part. They should not have come within grenade range of us. There was no reason. Oh, I guess we cleverly walked right out of their line of sight. So, like, what else were they gonna do? Look at those not bad percent hit chances. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, you are a sniper. See if you... So you should be safe to do this, move up to here without getting overwatched by the guy in the back. Maybe get one of these things going.
Going out.
We could have done that first and saved a grenade on the rookie, but... You know, sometimes that type of thing happens.
On the move.
Alright, we're totally gonna get flanked by that sectoid. Ah, if we were here, we could get like a really sick flank. Dang it. Next turn, maybe. Nope, not even necessary. We really need laser weapons. Have I mentioned that we really need laser weapons? Look how good of aim Stolk has. Why does Stolk have such good aim? Alright, down to one of each type of dude.
I'm rolling.
Alright, the last Thin Man. So hopefully this is the last pod on the map. I strongly believe that that should be the case. See, that means... Nope, no flank. I was like 100% sure that that meant we were getting flanked right now. Alright. Why don't you... See if you can blow up that guy's cover for me.
Grenade!
And exploded! No cover destroyed, though. Only 1 damage. Non-grenadiers are pretty bad at blowing things up. So we could kill him with a grenade, pretty straightforwardly. Furthermore, we could do this, maybe. If we do this, we risk activating the outsider, though. We don't have Ranger, so we can't go for like a long distance flank over here. Where's our sniper? Sniper. See if you can just, like, solve this problem without wasting a grenade. 37%. Hold on. Oh, I guess we're too close, and that's part of it. That was a really depressing hit chance. Alright, I guess we can spend our last grenade.
Moving to position.
I guess. I don't want to get shot at by Thinman anymore.
Going out.
Precision damage. I like when you do exactly enough
Nice
damage
deal,
to
Commander.
kill the enemy, and no more.
Moving to position.
I mean, sometimes it's
Ready
fun
to
to, like,
engage.
crit somebody at 3 health for 21 damage. Did you know that crit infantry are super good? The other day, I had a laser pistol. Like, just a basic laser pistol, and I crit somebody for 21 damage. With a laser pistol. A laser pistol. Laser pistols do like 3 to 5 base damage. I don't even know how that's possible. It was amazing, though. I mean, it was not actually amazing, because I was trying to capture the guy. I mean, he had like 12 health, and I'm like, look, a laser pistol's not going to kill him from 12 health. And I was wrong. But I was sort of happy to be wrong in that case. That was a really satisfying instance of being wrong. Okay, I strongly believe that there's no more pods on the map.
Eyes on target.
Whoops. Guess we accidentally activated the outsider. That's our bad.
Cover my blank.
Huh. And we're out of grenades. We do have a flashbang. Alright, look. I guess this is one way to do it.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Okay, here's the thing, though. We're not going to get the meld because the frickin' Seeker is still out there somewhere.
Grenade out.
Wasting our time. Explode the cover. No! Non-engineers are so bad at blowing things up. So bad. Can you get line of sight
Copy
from
that.
here? You can. Come on. We need somebody to hit him, and then the assault can go murder him.
Still dry.
Hey, you're not an assault, but you can still hit him. You can do one of these.
Heading to that location.
Go, like, grab this reliable kill. You might even get the kill yourself. Hey! Rip that dude. Alright, now where is the sectoid? I do not have time to go sectoid hunting when Melda could be dying out there somewhere in the darkness. I found you! Can I actually kill you, though? I don't think so. That's kind of dangerous, actually.
That's affirmative.
Come towards me, little dude.
On Overwatch.
Nothing bad will happen to you. It'll be perfectly safe.
Let's do this.
CCS? No. I thought he was coming in nice and close. No, don't.
Watch
Yay, good job.
I'm under fire.
Alright, who are you? You're somebody who's about to get a
I'm on it,
sectoid
Commander.
kill. That's who you are. Alright, goodbye, sectoid.
See ya.
All mission
Alright,
objectives
I think we only just got the one meld, probably. That Thin Man fight was kind of extended.
I'm certainly impressed with the results.
Got a
so
lot of
far,
promotions, though.
especially considering the conditions down there.
Get some heat warheads, get some steadfast for psionics, get some steadfast for... I don't know that steadfast is 100% the clear choice here, but steadfast does provide some benefit to a tanking infantry, because if you're getting shot, you clearly don't want to have a chance of panicking each time. So I think it's, like, pretty good. Now you were going to be an engineer. Trinidad Moncada. We got 28 meld. Somehow we had a meld still alive. Beautiful. And we even got an intact flight computer. It's unfortunate that I'm kind of like nose clogged. Alright, what's the current time? Current time is 10:44. So most likely, because of the previously mentioned being super tired thing, I'm probably gonna stop at like 12 tonight-ish.
Excavation complete.
Ooh, what was I excavating for? A satellite uplink? Was that it? We don't have the engineers for that. Yeah, we do. We totally have the engineers for that. Do we have the satellites for that?
Satellite uplink facilities at
No.
maximum capacity. Additional uplink required.
We'll get a lot of extra money if we build that, though. I build items. We don't have the money in any way, though. I think even if we go to the money store and sell most of our stuff, we're still not gonna have the money. What about, like, 120? That gets us to a satellite uplink, but still not a satellite. Could sell a bunch of Valyrium. No, I don't think we can make it. Not without going uncomfortably low in resources. Got some scopes, though. That's good.
Detected.
Okay, well, look. Remember when I was like, I don't need to build any more interceptors, it'll be fine. That was the wrong call, I think. Okay, well, unfortunately we can do absolutely nothing about this raider. So hopefully his satellite hunter buddy doesn't come for a little while. US wants my alloys. Here's the thing, eventually I'm gonna really want alloys, but right now what I really want is to not lose the United States. Alright, give me my interceptor. Okay, we have one interceptor. We have two interceptors. Okay, so we're good. We're big red. Splinter, that's fine. Beam lasers in 2 days. Mexico wants my Valyrium. Sure. Take all of them.
Commander,
Site.
we're
Light
receiving
abduction.
several urgent requests for
On
assistance.
a roadway.
There are abductions in progress at each marked site on the hologlobe.
Alright. Is anybody still fatigued? Lots of people. Anybody close to promotion? Goes to McMill is almost up, but not in time for the abduction. Anybody close? Namie's close. Let's get Namie promoted. Auto targeting is a good ability, in my opinion. It's good to get that on some people. We only have 5 snipers. Is that enough? 5 snipers. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. We need to get our tank infantry promoted. We need... Where are all of my snipers? We have one that's fatigued for 18 hours, one that's wounded for 6 days, one that's wounded for 24 days, one that's wounded for... Okay, all of our snipers are in the med bay. I don't know what past Hazel was doing with all of our snipers, but clearly it was not keeping them safe like she should have been. But we do have this 6th sniper coming up. So that'll be good. 6 snipers is probably a comfy number. Oh, Rocketeers. We don't have enough. We do not have enough Rocketeers. What are we gonna do about it? Okay, wait, hang on. We just got somebody promoted. Yeah, Trinidad. Trinidad becomes an engineer. Alright. I don't know that I need you on this mission, though, maybe. Alright, get Bodil. Get Lawanda promoted. Get... Get worse infantry starting to be better and less worse. I have a lot of people in the med bay. Like, really a lot. I gotta... Was all that from fatiguing them? Or did I just get that many people shot? I mean, I guess Fedosova. Poor Fedosova got crit wounded.
Crit wounded get an X, so I know who gets to become a mech later. Why did when I made this person, can I explain what I was thinking to myself? 314. The problem is any soldier with 3 is just really scary to have. Because they can just die immediately. Dethaubui, are you wanting to become an assault? Like, who else is gonna use this stat line besides an assault? That's just so uncomfortable, making assaults with that little health. I guess there's nothing for it. It's gotta be done. Get that running gun. Seems like a bad mission for an assault, though. Canelapolo is doing really good in terms of levels. Nice job, Canelapolo. Oh, no. We gotta get you CCS, like, as soon as possible. CCS is so good. We don't have a Rocketeer on the mission, and that's because we barely have any Rocketeers in our whole team. I bet you would like to be a Rocketeer. You're really slow for a Rocketeer, but whatever. That's what SMGs are for. Make items available. Okay, I might... What time is it? I might just crew this squad up and then say we're leaving it for next time, because I'm really tired. And I don't want to, like, accidentally get somebody killed because I'm only halfway awake at the keyboard. That would be rude. Yeah, so that's probably what's going to happen, I think. Sniper. We have scopes now. Welcome to not sucking quite as much. I mean, you're still low level, so, you know. Still a lot of sucking. Flashbang. On a roadway map? I guess so. Maybe, nah, maybe just one ally completely. Load out. Ceramic. Scope. Assault gets... We run these low health assaults. AP. Rocketeer gets... some rockets. SMG. Alright. We gotta get these people properly attired for combat. My least favorite thing part about this game is that the late game armors are so ugly. Like, they're just in bad proportion and they don't look good. I don't know. They're just unappealing. They look like the person is like a quarter of the way into squatting at all given times. And the thighs are like unbelievably swollen and horrible. And the shoulders don't exist. They're just sort of like grotesque looking to me. I'm really not a fan of that. But I mean, they give you like 1,000,000 health, so it's all good. Alright, tell me about the officer training school. Squad size 2, not quite available. Still like 25 ranks off-ish, 26. Tactical officers. I think we need a satellite more than we need tactical officers. So we've got our squad kitted up, and I think we're gonna leave it there for today, unfortunately. But yeah, Monday will continue from 9 p.m. until most likely 3-ish in the morning, as opposed to early like tonight. Most likely I'm eventually going to end up adding a third day, but I haven't decided what yet. I'm thinking about maybe Sunday or something like that. Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I'll definitely post about it on my Twitter. If you want to keep updated, you should follow me on there. It's just Twitter, like Etherlift, same as my Twitch is my Twitter. Yeah. So that's where updates are going to be. And goodbye. I'm going to go sleep now. I've been up for like 30 hours or something. Okay. Bye.